All right. So let me check the front end. This I said I have started. Let me check the front end and see the status of what we have developed so far. See, for those of us that are not implementing, I want us to know that website is like the same way you build house. Once you miss the foundation, anything you are putting on it might not be guaranteed. So it is very important to get your foundation solid, please. And sometimes when you look at people doing it, it might look as if you can do it. I can tell you that you cannot do it until you have done it yourself. So please, I want to encourage us to really give time. Give time. This program needs time, or it needs time. If I discover that you are not implementing what I am teaching us as fast as expected, it will cost you your time. How it will cost you your time? Most time when you come, I will not teach. I will mandate you to be doing it in the class. So a whole week, you can just be coming and going. If you are doing the homework, it means each time you come, no matter how small, we have to keep pushing. If I get this kind of reports next time, what I will just call up the class. I will mandate you in the class to do it. So please, I'm saying this that so that you can put yourself in order. Those of you that are lazy, because some persons are not really given enough time. I have advised this class before. Thought I was just narrating story. I have my reason why I took time that day to talk of all those things. Web development is not for children. It's a professional program. It's what you want to use to earn a living. It's what you want to use to make money. Why would you not learn it casual? You have to invest time, just like the way you are investing your money. It's very important. So you can hear her now. Hold on now, when you start seeing her doing exceptional, you will now start feeling intimidated. That is how it used to be from experience. That is what I have seen across most of my classes. You see students that study together, some are putting extra time, and then at a point, you that you are not putting extra time, you start feeling threatened. You start feeling less of yourself, as if you cannot do it. If you are to be my online training, when I notice this kind of attitude, the first thing I do is that I ask them to pay all their balance. Because I've come to realize that when students pay all their balance, when their payment is ahead what they have obtained, they will have reason to come for the class. Maybe I will tell management to ask for their balance, total balance from this class. Maybe by the time you pay the whole money, nobody will tell you to work for it. This is very important. Don't like giving this advice all the time. All the time I have given this kind of advice to you guys so that you know the program you are in for. The teacher can only guide you. In case you don't know, anything that has to do with professional program in tech, the teacher can only guide you. The teacher can never give you up to 70%. There's always part of it you have to research out. Researching is part of learning tech. Ability to research extra is part of it. Some of you might probably come here with the mentality of Mr. Prosper will teach you all the types of websites. How possible it is within 6 months? You are learning how many languages? It's going to be about 5 languages. When if you are in abroad, you can spend a whole year, you are still learning only HTML. You can spend 2 years, you are trying to master JavaScript. You can spend 2 years, you have not even finished PHP. And then I want to speak everything within 6 months, and you now have that spirit of he will do everything. That means you are the type that will fall by the side. Start like this. Look at the class. Where are the others? I have reason why I said if you miss class, you pay for the video. It's discipline. I have reasons. If I put it to 1,000, people want to pay sharp. Very soon now we increase to 5,000. It's not good. The class leader, please, you need to be on their neck. I think we will introduce a fine outside buying video in the class. If you don't come, you pay a fine outside the lateness. What do you guys think? If you don't come, you pay a fine of 1K. This is not Mr. Prosper money now. Is the class post. The way you are paying for lateness. You remind me in the next class. I believe they will all be here. So we have developed, let's say, 60 to 70% of our index page. And I told us that the index page is the what? Which other word can we use to explain the index page of a website? Front page, that is one word. Another word, landing word page, right? Now, and I advise that we should always take time. You can see that this is the third time we are still on what? The front page now. This is the third class, right? This is something that if I want to do it anyhow, the class is enough. But we are taking time to make sure that it looks nice because this is the page that gives first what? Impression. You don't rush it. Even the 2 hour, 1 hour I'm using is too small. You are supposed to spend like 3 to 4 hours if you are doing your own at home. Because it is training, there are some things that I will just skip. Like if it's not training, nothing will make me to use this kind of picture. You know that. Or is it the kind of picture you use? Nothing. This is not a picture that I should consider. So your own now, you don't go and use this kind of picture. I'm only teaching, I'm only giving you an example. So when we started the website development project proper, after learning some tasks, I told us that a website has 3 segments or sections. The page of a website has the navigation word bar, which is this section, right? That constitutes all our main links that will help the users to navigate from one content or from one page or from one interface toward another. And I also said that immediately after this, there is another section that follows, which is called the main word body. And I said the responsibility of the main body is to advertise the real content, what you are advertising, knowing that a website is a digital word, marketing word tool. The main content you want to advertise, you want to show the visitors to patronize you on or to be aware of, to be programmed within the word, the body. And I also said we have what? The footer word section, right? The footer section is the last part, the last bottom section of your website. And that is what I want to design in this session. I may exceed the time of this class a little bit. That is if at all I'm not fast as I should be. But I want to see how I can complete the footer and also show all the technique on how to create other pages. Then as you are leaving today, you are going home with almighty projects that if you do not do it before coming here on Tuesday, it's only God that will help you. So let's quickly look at the footer design, right? Website footer design. Website footer design. website footer what? Design. So what do we mean by footer? A footer is the last bottom section. Are you writing? Is the last bottom section of every website. After footer, nothing else should come. That's the meaning. Is the last what? Bottom section of what? Every what? Are you with me? Is the last what? Bottom section of every what? Website. Which is used to publish the following information. So I will just give us some of the information you are expected to program in your footer. So that you don't go and code what should be in the footer. And then when another professional sees it, the person will underrate you. Number one is the copyright information. How many of us know what is called copyright information? What is called copyright? Any idea? You have not visited the website and you see all rights reserved, right? By the company, right? What is that kind of message preventing? What kind of warning is that? They should not pirate what? The website. If anybody tried to pirate any content or any of the page, the person will face what? The wrath of the law. So it's part of what you should. On no situation, you should go and put copyright in the what? The header. This is always the best place, the permanent place it should be. There are some things that can be repeated, okay, across the session, but there are some that they have their fixed position. Let's look at another thing again you have to design in your. Let's look at let's look at the other information you need to put there. Number two is what we call the social media integration. The social what? Media what? The social what? Media what? Integration. What do we mean by that? That is where you have Facebook icon, right? WhatsApp icon, Instagram what? Icon, YouTube icon. Provided the organization have these what? Pages. If they don't have it, it's not compulsory. But you should professionally advise them because the world today is on what? Social media. Yes, you should advise them that at least Facebook and WhatsApp, business WhatsApp link should be there. That somebody can visit their website and then click on any of the icon and chat with them directly. Okay, so it's part of what should be in the footer. Now, this is what I was saying. Those social media can also be in the header. They can be somewhere here. Can you see it now? They are qualified to be in the header and they are also qualified to be in the what? The footer. That is what I was explaining. Now, the next one is quick links. Quick links. That is another information you can program in your web footer. Do we understand what is called quick links? Do we know what is called quick links? Now, look up. You know, here, advise us that you should not have more than what? 5, right? But there could be what? Maybe feedback. Maybe like a link that somebody will click on and take them to a form where they can fill their experience, talk about their experience so far with your service. We call it what? Feedback, right? That one is not a major link, so you can put it in the what? The footer. You can also have terms and conditions for operating. Are you with me? Privacy what? Policies. Okay, how you are going to tell them how you are going to use their data. There is a data law that guides everyone collecting data from anybody on the internet. I mean, of us are aware of that. If your website is going to have a form, there is a law that says that you must tell the user what you are going to do with the information you are going to collect with the form. There is a law that compels you to say the data that will be collected through this form will not be used for any fraudulent what activity rather than what promoting the business. Then you will not see a consent message like what? How many of us have seen accept cookies and reject cookies? How many of us have seen that before in a website? That is it. That accept or reject cookies. So once you accept, it means that you have just legally permitted them to use your data to promote their review. I mean, I've know that there's a section called review, where anybody that wants to know how your product has been doing, they go and check what people have said about you, right? So they will just put your comment there that Mr. Ojo said this about us, so that when you see it, you will not sue them to court, because they have already told you that what this data they are collecting can be used to promote what? The business. So some people will put a comment section. Whatever you comment, that write-up, they will take it and go to maybe their Facebook and paste it there and say, this is what somebody said about our what? Our product, as a way of driving sales or driving what? Leads. And when you come across it, it's not a crime because you seek your consent. So these are some of the logo. The company logo can also be in the footer. Add that as part of what you can code in your footer. The company logo can be there. Okay, so basically, these are some of the key information that can be in the footer. However, if there's anyone that you feel, for example, now a developer information can be in the footer. Well, let me advise us strictly regarding to this, so I don't go and behave arrogant to the clients. When I say developer information, depending on your relationship with the person you are building this website for, some candidate to help you. How they will help you is that you are going to take permission that, please, can I put my number here at the footer in case somebody like this website, they want to contact who develop it. They want to contact me. That is what you are asking for permission, so that the owner of the website, whom you have charged to give you space within his website to advertise yourself free. Is that what you should do with arrogance? You should solicit for it, right? Good. Please, can I have a place? In fact, so we say, don't put your phone number, but just write what? To view the developer, you just write what? A button. To view or to access or to contact the developer, there's a button here. So when they click on the button, it takes them to your Facebook page. They will not allow you to put all your details there, put your name, put your phone number. They will just say, add a button. Are you with me? Add a button. When you click on the button, it's either it takes them to your WhatsApp page or to wherever you must have linked them to. So that is how you can go about the footer. Now let's go into the design. This is where we are removing this JavaScript because we could not use it the other time, and I don't want to distract us. When we get to JavaScript, we'll design more navigation bar that will have JavaScript input. So this is where, let's look at where the last work stop. The last section that we design, which is card, right? Start here, right? And then stop here. So what I'm going to do, I will use comments here to state what this section is all about. This section is what? Footer what? Section, right? This is how you organize your code. So, are you with me? So, but eventually you give me this code now as another developer to add my own skill on it. I know, oh, from here to here is what? Main body. From here to here is what? Footer section. Then I'll go down.
Now, my footer section, the whole of that section is expected to be in a container. The whole of that section is expected to be in a what? In a container. Now, containers are usually represented with div, right? Good. So which means that what? I'm going to create what? A div as the first what? Container. So I'll come here. And then the div, we have a class called what? Footer section or footer. Yeah, footer container. So I will say dot footer. I've showed all this technique before, right? Container. And then press enter. It will create a div and class it what? With that name what? So this is that container that I constructed before. So from here, the next thing I'm going to do is to create sections. Section. Now look at this. Let me just quickly sketch the user what? Interface of this footer. How is it going to look like? So we are going to have a container that will go this way, and then it's going to be divided into what? Different sections, different columns. This is what we are targeting. It can be 4, it can be 2. Here will be what? Maybe a section that talk about what? About us. Are you with me? As quick link. Most footer, you can brief yourself here. So that when somebody is in the footer, you can know what to do. About us will be here. About us. Then the next section, we have the quick link. The quick what? Link. So here we have comments. Comments. Now, most of this link that you have at the top, and if the height of the website is so much that when somebody is at the footer, they can no longer see those links, and you do not fix your navigation bar so that even as you scroll, the navigation bar does not go away from their view. So in other words, if somebody wants to click on home page, the person has to go back to the top, right? So you can just repeat the word, the home here. You can repeat the home here. You can repeat some of those key, like if it's an e-commerce website, you should repeat what? The shop page here. So when somebody is at the footer, he should be able to what? To access what? The shop what? Page or product page. Those ones that are very key. Then maybe here, you can put the social media network here. Social what? Media what? Icon will be here. Facebook, WhatsApp, all of them. You can put them here. Maybe here you can put maybe Google Map, maybe or maybe address or maybe location. So that is going to be the interface design of what I am looking up to. So I just did that so I'll give you an insight to what exactly I want to achieve. So that you know why I'm going to be structuring my HTML this way, in order to have those 4 columns. So this one is the main container that is going to hold all those blocks. The block for about us, the block for what? Social media, the block for what? Quick link, right? All of that will be inside what? This container. Remember I said the secret of being a professional developer is for you to understand HTML structure. If not, CSS will trouble you. If you don't arrange your house things properly, sometimes when you are looking for maybe common needle, you start scattering everywhere, right? But there's a way you arrange your house party. Your cloth will be on one side. Whenever you are looking for anything that has to do with cloth, you know the side to go. So that is the same concept we are talking about here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to create another div. And that div with the class name footer section. The other one is what? Footer what? Footer container, right? So I need another div with a class name what? Footer what? Section. Now this div now is for the about us block. For each block, I'll be having what? Footer section for each block. Are you following? So this one is for the about us. And the about us, I will use H3 to write what? That was about us. Then I'm still inside the div with the footer what? Section. Are you following? Now, I will put P tag here, and this P tag is to say something about your services. What do you offer? Let's say we provide computer training on different programs. Different what? Programs. Are you with me? Different what? Programs. That is what we want to say about you. The company you are building this website for must have given you their profile. So from the profile in probably in soft copy, you'll be copying and be pasting. You have questions? Go ahead. Speak louder. Does anybody understand it? That is why I took us to giving us the user interface, right? Give us the picture. That picture that I gave us, I created the first box, right? Inside that first box, I now drew vertical line, right? One side was holding what? About us, right? The other one, that first one, that first side that we're talking about us is the one that the div is talking about now. That is why the class have defined what? Footer section. That means what? Inside this container, there is going to be a block, a column that will talk about what? The company. Just like there will be another column. When I'm through now, I will copy this section like this. I'll copy it and paste again. For what? Quickly. Paste again. While I'm still inside the footer container until I get all those blocks. Is that clear now? Good. Don't worry. Just make sure you are focused. You are going to get it. So once you have done this, so this is all about that particular block. Now I will copy this. If you have more information, paste. You can say what? I'm still inside what? The container, right? Inside container, and I have two sections. This section is not for about us. It's for something else. It's for quick link. Are you getting it now? Quick what? Quick links. For quick link. So what do you want to talk about quickly? I'll clear this. Your quick link, they are going to be anchor what? Tag. Hope you know that. Anchor tag inside it. That is what? This first one is for maybe somebody want to access index page from the footer section, right? I'll just reference it. And then the description will be what? Home also, right? Then there will be another one. How many of those key links you want to? This one is going to be shop. For now, we have not created this page, but we are creating the link down. Dot what? HTML. And then the description is shop. Okay. Then the next one is, I will just specify like 3 or 4 of them. The next one is contact. So there will be a page which is called what? Contact.what? HTML, where I'm going to create a form, right? Good. When they click, they want to reach out to us. They will fill the form. Maybe that form will ask them to supply their what? Their phone number, right? Then from there, the company personnel follow them up. Let me add more. Anchor tag. The next one is going to be maybe services. So there will be a page called services.html. All these pages, we are going to create them later. Services. Okay. Now, if I go to the front end and check what we have done so far, you can see all of them, right? You know, it is CSS we will use to what? To display their what? Inline. Because right now, they are displaying what? Block. Are you with me? CSS will display this one to come after where this one stops. The other one. So everything will be what? Horizontally what? Display. But what we are doing right now, we are just defining the HTML what? Structure. So I will copy which section again quickly. From here, right? From here down to this, right? No. Yes, because I still have the other closing of what? The div for the container. Because I'm still inside it. paste. This section is for something else. It's for social, it's for contacts. It's for contacts. So this is where I'm going to put phone number. Phone number will be here. You understand? Somebody should see the phone number direct when they get here. So that contact, I'm not going to use link or anchor tag. So I'm going to use P tag. P tag. Then the first thing I want to show is what? The email. The email they can use to what? To reach out to us. The company official what? Mail should be here. Then it could be info. By the time we have done hosting, you understand when you see an email in this structure, info at the name, right? The name of your company. The name of what? Name of company will be here. .com. Then the next one is another P tag to publish the phone. The phone number somebody can easily use to reach us when they get to this website. So I can just put, when you are publishing your phone number, please, you have to consider what? That there are some persons from other countries. If you don't put your country code, they may not want to what? Attempt. So you put what? Plus what? Plus 2, 3, what? 4. Please use this format. That's the global standard. Don't just put the number like that. Somebody in UK can what? Come across your website and be wondering which country code is this. So I will know how to dial it. So let's say what? 7069565919. If you want to reach me direct, in case you come across this video online, this is the number to call. Or you can also WhatsApp me through that number. You want to subscribe for training. Chat me up. Don't waste time. You can see the way I'm advertising myself. Now, if you like, don't know how to advertise yourself. You are your own. I told people that your mouth must not close. I said it. Close your mouth. Tell me that after 6 months, sir, after 3 years, nobody has given me work. I will send you back. Start opening your mouth. Nobody is advertising on their status up to now. Nobody needs money. Location. Let's say what? Asaba, Nigeria. Asaba, Nigeria. That could be your address. So we are through with that section. Let me go and check. Gradually, we are going there. So when I'm done with the HTML structure, I think I'll give us 10 minutes to code. Now, the next one is this section. I want to use it to advertise. I want to use it to advertise the social media, right? So I will use a very capture heading. Follow what? Follow us, right? Follow us. This is, or you can say what? I think this is the best one. Follow us at, right? Or you also say follow us. You know that what? Is social media you want to bring here. Follow us. Then here, I'll bring in there's another div. Inside this div, based on the way I want to structure it. And this div, inside this div, will be class, in order to differentiate it from other, in case I want to speak to this one, will be class what? Social media. You understand? Because there's a way I'm planning my CSS. Now here, I am going to activate what? A tag for now, but we are going to learn what we call font awesome. So that's, this one will take me there now. Font what? Awesome. Now, the reason is this. If you come here now and say, okay, your Facebook page, normally your Facebook page, if you are doing this for a company, the company should open an official what? Facebook page, just for the company, not an individual what? Facebook account, where visitors can be allowed to go in without asking for what? Password. without asking for login detail. I don't know if you are with me. So please, any company you are building a website for, tell them that there is need for them to have an official what? Social media what? Platform. Different from even the owner of the company, his own personal, because if the person uses his own personal one, the implication is that when they click on this link, our plan is that nobody should be asked to supply a password. Once they click, they should get to the page. And if they are to go to the, they have login. So it's for business. It's not what should be made private. So this is what we are going to do. For example, now, if I go to, let's say, Facebook, let's say business meta, just to show you how you can link it. So this is my online company what? Official page, Facebook page for running ad. Now, let's assume that this is your Facebook page, or this is the company Facebook page. They must log in and give you this code. They must send you the password so that you can get this code. This code is my profile. Or most time, you click on the profile picture. That is how you can also get the right link. Just select the profile picture. Yeah, this is the link. Just copy this link. Copy it like this. Then go back to where you are coding. You see this place that say what? href. That is what you put there. Are you with me? Then that Facebook icon, that picture, you now bring it here, which is going to take me to what? Font Awesome to go and get now. Because if I use image, I cannot color it. So Font Awesome is a library that every developer must know. That Font Awesome is a business platform where some persons have already created fine pictures, fine icons that are related to application development, either web or what, phone or mobile what, development. Good. So now, what they do is that they will give you up to like 10,000 free icons. Then they will now give you up to like 20,000 pro. Then when you now want to buy, they give you those free so that you can enjoy it. Then there are some level of company website you will design. The client will insist that what? The user icon must be this quality. Then you go and subscribe. So what I normally advise my students is that don't bother yourself going for the paid one when you are learning. When the client are further paying you, out of what the person is paying you, from there subscribe. You don't need to bring money from your pocket because you are learning. Are you with me? Let the client pay for it. You put it as part of what you are charging because you are going to give the person what? Quality. So now, let me just put this for now. So let's go there and confirm it. If somebody click on this icon now, let's check where it will take the person to. Watch you. Is it not my page direct? Sharp. So this is how you link it. WhatsApp, the same thing. Instagram, the same thing. They must log in so that you get what? WhatsApp. Normally, WhatsApp have a link. When you open it, there's a place where you can get the what? The link. Just copy it and use it as the link. You open A for it also. Then put the link here. Open A for what? Instagram. Put it there. Open A for what? YouTube. All of them have what? Link that can be used to what? To connect the user to their various what? Pages. But because of, I don't want to use image. Let's quickly look at what? Font Awesome. Right. Font Awesome. Let's see how we can go about it quickly. Font Awesome. Font Awesome is a library. Font Awesome. AWESOME, right? Awesome. 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 I said what? Font what? Awesome is a library developed by individuals or an organization to offer service or providing standard and professional icons to programmers or developers. To offer what? Who have written what I said before? To offer service on providing standard and professional icons for development, or for developer rather. So how do we get there? Can be writing your step, how I'm going to be going through it. Because as you are bringing your projects, I want to see that I don't want anybody to use Facebook. I don't want to go to Google and download a Facebook icon and then later night to be blurred. You can even change the color from that blue to what? To white, where the blue is contradicting the company what? Primary color. Am I communicating? So how do we go about it? Step one, type or search for fonts. Just open Google and type what? Font awesome, just like this. Write your step. Don't come and tell me that you don't know how I did it too. Open a browser and type on Google font awesome. If you don't know the website address, the website address is www.fontawesome.com. You can as well go there straight. You don't want to go through what? Google. So what is the brief definition here? Font awesome is the internet icon library. So you can add the definition to the one I gave you before now. Font awesome is the internet icon library used by millions of designers, developers, and content creators. So you can see a lot of persons that are coming to this place. It's not only you. Font awesome is the internet icon library used by millions of what? Designers, developers, and content what? Creators. So now that we know what it is, I click on it. So you must have an email address to register for it. You must have an email address to register for it. Particularly if you are registering for the very first time. So I've registered some time ago. So I'm looking for an email that I've not used so that I can use it to particularize so that you see how I'm going to do it from the beginning to the end. If not, I will just give us highlights of it. So you must use an email that you can access its password, because they are going to send a link to that email for you to verify. So I'm looking for the email I want to use. Wow. Okay, so let me use this. Now, from here, if we ask you, can see the website here. So you scroll down and specify which type. Remember, I talked about Pro, right? Upgrade to Pro. Then let's start with what? So your next step, click on Start for free. Make sure you are writing your step. Click on Start for what? Free option. And then it brings you to the website. Then it's asking for an email for email marketing. So I'll type the email I want to use, digitexacademy.com. Okay, let's say I'm using this. So I will now click on what? Start free. They will send. Okay, you have to agree the terms and conditions. They will send The email has already been what? Used. So they have already used that one. Oh, that means I've used it before. No wonder it came out today. Which email will I use now? And I did not really plan to teach it today. Now I will have prepare. Huh? Yes, you give us the password to log in here. Or you will come and log in, right? Oh, yeah, quickly. And what? Next. Small. Is log 849 gmail.com at gmail. Okay, so you can see they have sent, open it here, they sent to me on WhatsApp, if I can collect it. Or to avoid us. Okay, can you send this? I don't think it's in a way that we have to log in. No, I have to log in. That is Gmail, have you? So we have to go to Gmail. Please make sure that you are not distracted with that. Make sure you follow up because you might be encountering some of these challenges. So we are going to the Gmail now. Now I have to log out from this so that you can log in. Let me add another account. Have you? Yes, sir. What is that name? Notes. That's 849 849. Wow. You enter a wrong password. What's the password? This one. Yeah. Is it capital letter M? Yes, capital letter M. We did not do that before. At 24. 22. What? No, joking. This one is just to add the date of created the account. So what is it? Things are what? Just use the same one again. Same password. Use the same last password. Use that the last password to avoid this what like wrong. Again? Yeah. 2021. 2024. What's that, have you? Yeah. What are the answers for this test now? I only wanted to complete this process. Yeah, I'm supposed to answer this test now. Maybe just end that. Maybe should this thing I'm not to it. So is it possible for you to forward me that link to my WhatsApp? Okay. So that from there click and connect it. Yeah, okay.
For this number, you have the number you use for this registration, have you?
It shows that I have two numbers, 38, 20, 38, 20, but I'm with this one here.
Put
091, 091,
091
91.
91.
No, see, 091, 290.
Okay. 091
67, 70,
67
70.
8, have you?
Yes, 38, 20.
38 20.
Yes, change this to Nigerian this one.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Let's put that should be this one.
There's no way I'm telling. Yes, you know.
The code, yeah, okay, for example.
No.
Just try password.
I was to use the same one.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, no.
Yes. 2020. Have you?
Yes. Before we go, I'm also going to perform to that. Yeah, yeah, no. Change password.
Have you?
Yeah. I'll not give it back on my phone.
So, then, this is my bounce number. When I go to the install file.
Hope we are still together.
Okay, so we can go back now to this. Okay, so now you can see that here is the message itself from off front awesome. This is it here. So you now come here to verify your so that I click.
Okay, now you click on finish what? Setting of my account. Hope you are writing your steps. So on Tuesday now, maybe I will not teach. Somebody should just come back without applying this. You'll be surprised, you'll be here, you see that at 12 o'clock. Now you have to create a password since we are doing it for you. So you have to give us password. Okay. So now you have to create an account. And this account is what we'll be using. You understand? It's not as if we create another, except use another email. So give us, should I use that same password?
You repeat the password just for confirmation.
So you select what? Set password and what? Continue. Then admin is your own system. You can just click on what? It's telling you to upgrade. No, because to be asking me to be imputing this. Now, what is your first name? Oga. Oga. What about your last name? Mavis. You first use font awesome in. You want to know when Did you hear about it? So let's say what? Can choose any year. Can choose, they want to know how long you know about them. Now, get a favorite, you can skip that one. Just click on what? All sets. Let what? Go. Take me to where I'll get the picture. Now we are here. We have classic, we have classic regular, we have classic solid, and it depends on the type of icon you would like to have. So you can pick, remember they say that what? All this one here, they are under what? Pro. Are you getting it now? Good. So let's see where our codes. Cut your code according to your size. For now, let's work within this place. So I can just choose anyone to just continue. So let's say I'm working with this, and then I'll click on what? Next. Now from here, there is a test kit that you are going to get. Build your test kit. All these ones, they are pros. So you click on what? One of these. And then click on what? Let's go. Now, you now come up and search the test kit that we need to get. Let's see if we are going to where we can get it. So give it a name. Let's say I want to search for what? Facebook, right? I'm searching for what? Facebook icon. Make a what? Make my kit. Now, you see this code. Any page where you are going to display their icon, you must add it there. So what I would advise is that just copy this code, save it somewhere, even outside your system. Because for one registration, you are only entitled to what? To this. That is why you notice that it's not permitted. So you click here to copy it. Like I'm saying, just open a notebook. So I'm saving it because I have to send it to this young man. Okay, let me go open your WhatsApp. You message me now, right? Let me see if I can just, because you have to save it. You are the one that need it. Let me see about it. So make sure you save it. But for us now, we'll go back to the website. Look up. You go to the head. You go to the head here. This is where you should paste it. So if let's say I'm doing the website and I have this page here, this short page now, and I'm going to use those icons here. That same code must also be in the head section. Let me try and create HTML file here. So for every page you want to use font awesome icon, you must add what? This particular code. That is not the icon, no. This is what we make the icon to display. Only when you are on the internet, that is when you can see it. Once you are not on the internet, you cannot see it. Which means that what? You are drawing the icon from their server. But you can as well download it, which I don't want to go into. You can download it and configure it as local what? Library. But the only thing is that you may not be getting what? Updates. You can only get updates as at the time you download it. That's why I prefer this one. If by tomorrow you have launched this website and there's any upgrade, maybe they repeatify the icon, it will automatically apply to what? All the websites where that link was added. Are you with me? So now that we have added the link now, it means that we are free to run font awesome icon here. So this is where I want to bring them, where I have a Facebook, right? I am going to bring it here in the content section. People are not following you. Later now, you start asking questions. Here, I will remove this from here because I'm bringing the icon from what? Font awesome. So I will go back to font awesome. Now, I will now scroll down and search for icon. Since I've added that, I will now come to what? Icon. Then I'll say, okay, I want what? Facebook or WhatsApp. So press enter. So you can see some Facebook icon here. Can you see it here? Now, to take it, just click on it. It will give you a link, a tag like this. Just click on it like this. You have copied it. Go back to your website. After you have activated the anchor tag in the content section, Just paste it. That is all you need. Okay, so let's say I want to check it. If you come back to the front end where we were viewing it, let me reopen the website again. Just to confirm if we have the Facebook icon, just by adding this link from the Font Awesome library. So let me go there. Is it there? Can you see it? Now, this is not an image. I can change the color to white. I can change the color to yellow. But if you have downloaded Facebook icon from internet, an image, you cannot change the what? The color. You can increase the size, but let me go and bring one more before I show us how to manipulate the size. So where are we now? I think here, right? Here is the place. Is it here? Here. So I can go back and say, okay, let me go back to where we started from. I think we took us from, was it here? Let me go back from here like this. Then I want to search for another icon. Another icon. I'll just go to icon. I want to add what? WhatsApp. Then search. So you have what? WhatsApp what? Basic. All those colored ones, as a real WhatsApp color, you will not get them until you pay. So the pay one will have more professional what? Icon. So I want this one, I click, and then I also copy the what? The link. Then go back to my page. Where do I want to add it in my footer? By the time you come back on Tuesday, you must have not less than what? 4 social media. YouTube should be there. Facebook should be there. Instagram should be there. Facebook should be there. WhatsApp icon should be there. And they should all be linked to your own page. You all have WhatsApp now. You all have Facebook. Please, when I click on it, I want it to take me to your Facebook page. It's just for practice. You have not hosted it. After that verification, you can remove it. So I can just put what? This. Then I'm here to supply the what? The URL. So just put the content. So if I go back to the front end now, let me check if I also have the WhatsApp icon also displayed. Go down. You have them here. Now, I want to style them. I want to increase the size. To increase the size of this is what you do. Very short logic. You get it increased. This is where you added it. You go to where you have this FA is the standard what? Class. This is the default class that makes it responsive. This one is the one generating the what? The icon. So you now come here. It is the icon you want to increase, right? Is it not? So you now come here and write what? FA space. You now do 2x space. That means what? Multiply the current size by 2. So if I go back now and check, let's check. Did that one increase? Yes. I want to increase the WhatsApp, the same thing. Put the format, go to where you added the WhatsApp icon. Come here, leave this one. This is the icon. Just write what? FA space. FA what? Space. 2 what? 2S. There was hyphen, Abi. Was there hyphen? Yeah. Put a hyphen in between them. Then make sure that what? So if I do 3S, 4S, that is how it will keep what? Increasing it. So let's check. Good. Now I want to change the color. I want to change the color from what? This Facebook what? Blue color to what? Let's say what? Another color. See what you do. For the color, what you do is that you take this one. This is what you will use to talk to that element. That's the class name, right? Then copy it. You create your CSS, either external or what? Internal. Either external or internal. So let me just work with internal just because of time. Then open what? Style. Hope you still remember this. Then I will just say dot what? I will paste, right? Then open what? Declaration block. So I will just simply say what? Color. I'm not saying background color because it's not seen as what? As an image. Color, I can just say what? Maybe red. So let's go back to the front end and check Perfect. You can see it now. Why it affect the other? Because you have not called the other one. Now, let me show you something. There might be a reason why it affected the other one. Because they all have the same class name, are we? They all have what? This and that. Good. So you are free to add your own class name. So I can just come here and say what? M. That is my own class name. I can now be talking to that one with that word M. So this is one element having how many class names? 1, 2, and 3. No, this one is for increasing it. So let me just stick to this. Okay. Any question? Any question? So what I'm going to do now for the next 10 minutes, you have a question?
Like change that if so that
This one? No, you can't change this one. This one is what they use in their library where you are bringing it from. You know, we only added a link, right? That link is to give us access to their library. It's their server link. And this is what is drawing the what? This is what they use in classing this I in their server. That is giving you access to this. That it means that is your own here now. It does not affect their own again. So you will not in your own CSS, you will not be using what? Dot M. Are you with me? To add things that will not tamper with what they have programmed. Are you following? Okay, so I'm going for 10 minutes break. What we have to do, not to code, you have to scroll and write this code, this structure. I don't know if we have been writing this. Good. So the 10-minute break is not for you to code, it's for you to be writing. Copy the structure. Let me start from here. Once you copy this one, somebody can come and scroll for you. So let me just put 2 of them at once. You can see these 2 now. Let me see if I can increase it. Can you see these 2 like this? Let me take it out so that you can get the main container. Abi? Started from here, right? So you have to copy this one. Remember that you are not closing this div first. So after everything, before you close it. So start writing now.
All right. Now let's pay attention, please. So we have been able to create how many sections we have created so far? About us is a section, right? Quick link is another section. That is 2, right? Contact is another section. Follow. Then we have the last one, the one that talks about the copyright. Is the one that will be at the bottom, and it's coming immediately after this one. And then I'm giving it its own div. In fact, it's going to be footer bottom. Let me use this to class it. Footer bottom. So what I have there directly is at copy. At copy. Let's say 2025. Your company name, let's say GTech Deal Hub. All rights reserved. Okay, so let me check if I have everything. Okay, so we are through with what? The footer structure. Now let's quickly look at the CSS, right? Let's style it. Now the CSS, as I'm writing, you should also be writing. For those of you that have not completed the HTML writing, just leave space. So once I'm done with it, then you close from there. I may be using the laptop immediately or something else. So you make sure you are listening as you are writing, not coding. No. So you take it home as an assignment. So now that we have designed our structure for the styling, I know we have an existing CSS connected to this file, right? Which is where is it? I know we used to have, yeah. So I'll just go to
this. This is where we have the CSS. So I also use comments to explain this footer styling, right? Footer styling. So this is where you start your footer styling. So the first thing we are going to style, I'll just be selecting the class name. So I want to start with the global selector, which I've explained in one of our classes. Global selector. I say whenever you use asterisk, right, to select an element, you know what that means now. If you don't know what that means, go and watch the first video. The very first video, I talk about where this asterisk, if it is used instead of the name of an element, we are looking. Don't go and read your notes. Think talking is easier. I should start talking again. Read your notes. Most of them I've explained them. I will just be writing them. I will not be explaining. Now, border box. But let me explain because of those that will come across the video online. So border box, I've already told us that border box is to limit it to its parent, right? No element we what? We spine what out of it what? Element, which is the what? The secondary or the main element. So if I go back to the front end to start checking, you can see that what? We have closed no margin again. There was space here before that time, right? So it means that you were talking to the first container, the space between the first container and the container that is the in, because that first container is in what? Is in the first div container, right? That is what you are talking about. So now, the next element I want to talk to is the body. The body, this body is supposed to be for, I'll skip body because that body is for the entire document. Body, we have already considered that. So let me just jump to the footer itself. Is there any element where we class, do we have footer in that code? I think the first container is what? Footer what? Footer container, Abi? Good. So let's say footer container. So those to be writing while you are listening. So dot, remember there was an advice I gave to all to avoid typographical error. I said you should go and be copying them, right? So let me go to where I started that. This is it. So I'll just come here. Control C, and then go back to your CSS section. Put dot and paste. Clear your block. So what do I want here? Display. Display grid. Grid is another, that is what to display in block. Now look up. Once I add this grid and I go back to the front end, just like that, display what? Flex. That is what we are talking about. Hope my class name is correct. Display what? Grid. Now is to support column display. Now what will not display it is what? The grid template column. So that first one is to initiate the grid what? Template. So if I click here now, there should be different. If I go back now, I expected it to have changed, but let me see. Let me refresh. I said what? Display what? Okay, so I've not given it a value. I just call the property. So I will say what? Repeat. I'm using this repeat function, and inside it, I will say auto fits. Auto fits. Hyphen fits. Then comma. Minimum mass. That is what? Min mass. Min mass, just like you are defining the column width, is a sub function you are adding inside what? The repeat. So I'm giving space of 22 PS, for example. Then the fraction, how is it going to distribute it? That is what you are saying 1 FR. 1 FR. So if I come back here, I expected this to have, are you sure my color container, everything is correct, right? Oh, I've not added gap, that's why. So let's say gap. We have used this gap before now. I want space of what? 30 PS. Okay. So you can see gap here. So you can see that gap that I created. So we are seeing, it means there's communication. So the next one is maximum width. Maximum width, because most of this we are considering mobile devices, not just laptop. That is why some of them are not really reflecting now, because they will reflect on mobile. So maximum width, I want 120, that is 1002 PS. 1002 PS. So let me check. That is maximum width, so that there won't be room for horizontal scrolling bar. So now the next one I want to apply is margin. I want some space. Margin auto. If I click here, you can see what happened now. It has what? Shifted it to what? To the middle based on the width. So you now have some space here. So now, remember that it's the first container that we are talking to, not the item, not those sections, right? Hope you know that. Good. So we have settled the first container. Now let's talk to footer section. Sorry, footer sections now. Since we gave them the same class name, you see that it's going to make our work easier. So as we are talking to one, it's affecting other. So I will just say dot what? Footer hyphen section. I hope that is how I class it. So I will say margin bottom. Margin bottom. I want space of 15 PS. I want space of 15 PS. So if I run it, okay, so I have some margin at the bottom. Like advisors, as we are adding them, we're checking to observe the impact we are making. Should there be any item inside this container that does not have size, it should inherit the parent element what size, which is what 18 PS. So we have also applied that. I think this should be footer section. To follow the hierarchy, we footer section H what 3. Remember that we have what H3. That means that we are talking to the text inside it. Good. Are you getting it now? You still remember the idea of using parent to access what child element. So which means that right now we're talking to what H3. Good. Now border. Border bottom. Border bottom. I want 2 PS. Solid line type. Then hash. Using hexadecimal method to call color as well. Okay, so you can see that line. That is what that border what button does. Most of these things that are optional. I told you before that what if you feel that having this line is a challenge, or maybe it's not good, you can remove it. But I have a design I'm working with. So the next one, display. Display inline block. Inline block. So I go back and check the impact. Can you see it now? You see that display inline block, I have removed it. No, it was 100% before. So that I've limited it to what? Like underline. That is now limited to what? Only the write-up. You can see the logic now. So the next one is padding. I see what's some padding. Padding bottom. Padding bottom. Padding bottom 5 PS. If I come here, okay. So you can see that there's now space between this content and not too close to what? To other information. So now I want to talk to the next one, which is what? We have different items in that. I want to talk to footer section P. Hope you still remember. The P tag, the one that is describing some item. Footer section, you can identify them from your code. Section P, that is the one I want to talk to now. So I will just say dot footer section space P. So which element are we talking to now? If I may go down, I may go back to my structure. We are talking to what? All these things that you created with what? P. Anything you create with P, they are the ones you are speaking to now. So my CSS file. So what do I want here? So we're actually talking to, let's use one stone. Let's use one stone to key two bed. So I will just put what? Comma here. I will just say dot footer section space A. You understand this logic now? It means you are talking to what? To those anchor tag as well. So how do I want them? The color. Is there anything not right? So I notice that indicating, is there anything that is not probably close here? Okay, so even the anchor tags, we have used a font awesome to style them now, right? So let me just talk to only this one and see.
Now,
Calling brackets. Inside here. Oh. Thank you. So color, right? Let me just say color. Color. Let me use FFF, which is equivalent to white. Okay. Now, because we're going to change the entire word container. So if you are using this, that means that the, what is it called? That means that we have to add a background color to. Okay, let's go first. If font size, we are going to change because I can't see the right font size. Let's say 14 PS. Text decoration. Text decoration. Let's say none. Text decoration. I'm thinking if you are going with this color, it's not going to speak well because we no longer be seeing them. So let's leave it this way, except we want to change our background color. You understand? To another color. Now, let's do something. Let's do something here. Just to finalize it. This is where we're talking to the main container. So let me say, I can decide to even off this concept. Let's see this concept. And take this one to flex. You see it now, so that everything will what? Block instead of that we're using. So I'm going to stick to this. So if I want to change the background color to, you can see that this color, all this black color, they are not actually flowing with what? Other color. So I will advise that what? We change all the text color to this color. Are you with me? We change them to this color. So how do we implement that? I think that place where we change the color now. I don't know where the color is within this place. Here, right? So let's go back there and check. Okay, it's better then. So we have not spoken to. We have a container called section, right? That is holding all the items, section. But no, we give them different class name. Because it's our HTML structure that will determine. Let me go back there and check. Okay, we have not spoken to this one. That is why it's not showing the color we just gave. So I will just copy this one. Just to implement the color. In fact, every other thing is what on your own you can master, but let me just see if I can still help us to an extent. I'm trying to see if I can use div to talk to all of them at once. Anyone that was not spoken to uniquely should use what? Div. So they are all inside what? Div. So let me just see if I can use this concept. This is the color, I mean. Okay, you can see it now. So I've used just div to, that is any element that's inside div that does not have its own unique style should take what? The part of what? That div. Of course, this one is for us to change them from where? We have to go and change this color also because this is contradicting other information. So this is where we are going to stop. But one more thing before I end the class, because when you come back next time on Tuesday, when I click on the home, this is what I want to get. How come our home is not displaying our footer? What happened? These are the link. Let's go and check what we put there. To go to here, where is the link? Here, index.what? HTML. But when I click on, what did I click? Because I noticed that the footer, is it that we are not designing the footer in the, we are designing this here. Here, right? Wait. Oh. So which means, how do we solve this now? Okay, this one was a project now. I mean, this is another one. Here. Okay, yes. Let me see. Yeah, you are correct. This index now, right? We change to Okay, so your next class, if I click here, this is what I have my index page ready. Then if I click on about now, what's the limit? Page not found, right? But when you come back next time, when I click on this about, I want to see content. The content I want to see is that the header, that same header will be here. That same footer will be here. The only thing that will be changed is what? Is in between. Then when I click on contact, the same thing. The header, that same header in the home page should be here. That same footer in the home page should be here. But the body what will change. Just try and add different content. Now, this is what we are going to do. It's very simple. You don't need to be panicked. I'll show you the logic now. So the logic is this. That very first page that you have designed, which is what? The index what? Page, which is this page now. You will not save it. Let's say I want to use it to create for what? About dot. People are not paying attention, no. It might just be this project that you work on throughout next week. Just come back here Tuesday. Let it not be ready. Now, now, You see, you created this link, but you have not created file for it. You created this link, but you have not created file. You created this link, you have created file for it. The file is what you have now, right? So now, the first thing you are going to do, you are going to copy each of the link and use it to save. Now look up, I will just select this one. This is what I want to create file for. Right click, copy it. Don't go and write because you can make mistake. Now this, make sure that you are in the index page. Go to file, select save as. Make sure that you are in that folder. Is it the folder? This is the folder. NIT what? Asaba. That is what? The folder. Make sure that you are in your folder. That name that you copy, paste it here. Are you following? Which means that you are automatically duplicating everything you have in what? Index page for what? About us page. Now, if this place is already showing HTML, there is no need for you to put what? Dot what? HTML. Just say. Now, let me go back to the front end now and see what will happen. So if I go back to the home page, if I click here, I get this content. If I click here, see that what? I am returning what? The same content, right? Which means that all I need to do, I will come back to the about us, because it's added here now. I see it. Click here. Now, thank God that you use comments. You know where your navbar stop. You know where your footer began, right? So here, this is for the navbar. You are going down. Where you have body, everything you have inside body before footer, go and delete it. Design different in there. Save as. Control S. So if I go back now, consider what? You have your header here. You have your footer. Waiting for the what? The body content. So what you are going to simply do when you get home now, after creating the index page with the footer and the header, is just the body content you are updating. So let me do one more. I'll go back to you always go back to this one. Then I want to create content for what? Contact.what? HTML. Copy it. Then make sure that you are here. Go back to file. Select what? Save as. Make sure that you are in the folder. Paste the same name. If you are seeing HTML, clear that what? Then click what? Save. So which means that if I go to the front end now, if I click on contact, it's showing me what I have in what? Index page, right? But if I click here, I am seeing what? Those things what? No more. Which means that I will now come here. It has also been added here. So you click here, trace to where you have body, clear everything, and design another content. So if I were to be you, you create everything down for all the pages, then you now go back. Then you can ask, okay, I want to update this one. You come here and write what? You write body. You open a div, clap that div about underscore body. Then you write whatever you want to publish there, being it image, text, or video, whatever it is. Is it clear? Perfect. So which means that what? You will agree with me that before you come back next time, all these links you have content to display. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. So like I said earlier on, in case you come across this video, you can contact the number on the screen in case you want me to train you directly via live Zoom. I'm always available. My classes runs in the evening and weekend, starting from 8 p.m. So it's not working hour. It's a flexible schedule that can allow you to learn. You want to learn cybersecurity. You want to learn web development, just like the video you just watched. You want to learn data analytics, graphic design. All of this program, I can train you professionally. Thank you for watching and thank you for joining. Okay.